When in high school I studied my first foreign language, which happened to be German, I found that even the simplest words can be difficult because they can be so rich and precise. They can have nuances of meaning which we have completely lost in modern English. In some languages, we can express with one single word an idea that in another language might take several words or even a whole sentence. Take the simple question, where? It can mean the place I am standing now, but it can also mean the place I am coming from, or the place I am headed. In German, as well as many other languages, there are 3 separate words for these concepts, far more precise. Woher, we say, where are you coming from? Wohin, where are you headed? These words contain richness because they contain direction. As human beings, we too contain richness precisely for the same reason. We contain direction. We are all coming from somewhere, and even more importantly, we are all headed somewhere. And it is these 2 things that make us who we are. It is these 2 questions, woher and wohin, that make all the difference. We are told that the people of the Samaritan town would not welcome Jesus because the destination of his journey was Jerusalem. They judged him not by where he was coming from, but by where he was going. And in this, at least, they were correct. More often, we like to judge people by where they come from, their race, their land of origin, the family into which they happen to be born, their class, their upbringing, their education, their sins and crimes and mistakes. We judge them by what we refer to in whispers as their past. God help them if they have ever made a serious mistake or have been caught in something in which we have not yet been caught. In our eyes, that stain is never wiped away. We fear them. We shun them. We look down upon them. Full of self-righteousness, we love to cry out that hideous modern slogan that flies in the face of the entire message of Christ: zero tolerance. Like a chain around their ankle, their woher accompanies them through life. How much better it would be to pose the opposite question, not woher, but wohin. Where are you heading? What paths of promising possibilities lie open before you? What direction are your eyes facing? How can I help you on the road? For I happen to be heading the same way, even if I too sometimes lose my way, even if I sometimes detour, maybe even more than you do, maybe in different ways than you. The puddles I step in may be different from the ones that bog you down, or maybe we will sometimes fall into the same mud pile and help each other up. Perhaps it would be better to walk hand in hand. We all come from God. We are all going towards God, drawn irresistibly back to the source from which we came, to the goal towards which we strive. For the source and the goal are one. The woher and the wohin, the same. Like the Christ, we will not always be welcomed by our fellow travelers along the way, nor will we always have a place to rest our head. but we will always have someone to follow. Let us follow then, and allow ourselves to be led. Wohin.